And now, WZDX Sports, sponsored by Jacksonville State University, with Mo Carter.
And good evening, everyone. The feel-good story of the high school baseball season locally occurring at Hazel Green. You may recall the Trojans knocking off multiple top 10 teams in the playoffs en route to that Class 6A state championship. Well, that event happened 6 months ago, and that sets the stage for today's big event. 6 Trojans signing national letters of intent this afternoon, and among those was Jordan Beck. The All-State performer is taking his talents to the SEC to play for the Tennessee Vols. In 2018, his batting average was .362, and he hit 4 homers. He told us why he chose Rocky Top.
They just kept recruiting me hard, and it felt like a family atmosphere and new coaching staff, so it fit right. Coach Tony, he's bringing the energy. He's a really exciting coach to play for. Having it out the way is a good thing. I mean, it's a lot of pressure coming off of you, and it should take a lot of weight off my shoulders.
Now, this signing day allowed us to check out those state championship rings for the Trojans. Now, among those guys with Beck, you had 5 other guys signing baseball scholarship. Bradley Hewlin and Nathan Giles signing with Wallace State. Hunter McGriff going to Shelton State, and Jackson Minor, he's going to Chipola, along with Garrett Gustafson to Chattahoochee Valley. The players' families and their head coach all extremely proud of this moment.
It's extremely special. Watching them achieve their goals. They work extremely hard. Their families work extremely hard. So tonight's about them and their family, and celebrate them. And man, I love those guys, and I'm extremely proud of them.
Speaking of signings and commitment, it appears that another one of the Tennessee Valley's top football players is taking his talents to the SEC. After we went off the air last night, North Jackson standout Lee Witherspoon taking to social media and committing to the Mississippi State Bulldogs. This year, the Chiefs running back was a scoring machine. He broke the AHSA single-season record for total touchdowns and rushing touchdowns in the season while rushing for 2,900 yards. Speaking of the Southeastern Conference, the biggest college football game of the year is only 3 days away when Alabama and Georgia square off for the SEC championship. The Bulldogs look to defend their conference title, while the Crimson Tide look to stake a step closer to defending their national championship. Georgia quarterback Jake Fromm and Alabama's Nick Saban talked about the importance of Saturday's game.
We've had 12 weeks like this before. It comes down to the process, preparing. Just like we have every other game. You know, we have the process, we have it down. Let's continue to do that and see if it works out.
Winning the SEC is something that's very, very meaningful, I think, to a lot of people and certainly to the players on our team.
The Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta will be rocking on Saturday. Kickoff is set for 3 p.m. between Georgia and Alabama. Things got heated today in Los Angeles between Alabama native Deontay Wilder and his next opponent, Tyson Fury. Found out why after the sports media timeout.
Covering high school, college, and the pros, you're watching WZDX Sports, sponsored by Jacksonville State University.
On Saturday, football won't be the only sports that Alabama sports fans will be focusing on. Tuscaloosa native Deontay Wilder will defend his WBC heavyweight championship against his toughest opponent to date, Tyson Fury. Now, Wilder and Fury have been promoting this fight for months in places like New York and London. Today was the official pre-fight presser, which was held in Los Angeles. After throwing insults at each other, both men had to be separated as they were preparing for the pre-fight picture. These guys can't wait to put their hands on each other come Saturday.
There ain't never been a man that could better me in a fight, ever. Never. Not a spar, not a boxing match, not a professional fight, not anything. I've never, ever been bettered, not one time. So if Deontay Wilder is that man, then God bless him, because I've been waiting and searching for him.
See, the same thing's gonna occur with this fight. I'm gonna show you how well can I box. I'm gonna show you how well can I dominate it. I'm gonna beat his then knock him out.
Those sound like fighting words to me. As you see, these two men are ready to throw down on Saturday. Coverage begins at 8 p.m. You can check it out live on pay-per-view. It will be a slobber knocker. Moving over to basketball now, SEC Basketball Player of the Week, Bryce Brown in Auburn, hosting St. Peter's tonight. Brown getting off to a hot start. Watch him come up with the steal, and he'll finish at the rim to put Auburn up early. Then Auburn's defense making some great plays. Jared Harper with the steal, dishes to Anthony McLemore for the nice jam. Auburn started the game off on a 10-0 run. They cruise to a big win tonight by a final of 99-49. Hoops action tomorrow includes a doubleheader at 5:30 at UAH when they play host to West Georgia in the opening of GSC play. Also tomorrow at the VBC, Alabama A&M will host UAB at 7 p.m. Alabama fans, you can check out the game against UCF live on ESPNU at 6 p.m. And finally, in the Most Sports moment, we'll take you to Illinois, where everyone's fun-loving nun is back in the news again. Sister Jean Dolores Schmidt, the 99-year-old team chaplain of Loyola Chicago, receiving her Final Four ring last night before the team took on the Nevada Wolfpack. Sister Jean became a household name during March Madness this past season.
It's just fun to be here. Nice to have it presented in front of this big crowd, too, because they're the ones who helped get it, too.
Look at Sister Jean with that bling. So were you able to kind of check out what Sister Jean was doing during March Madness earlier this year?
I did get to because they played. I went to Nevada,
Correct.
so I'm a Wolfpack fan, which part of me then has something against her a little bit because of that. But she's so cute and adorable. You have to kind of
look.
When
I get 99, I want to be just like her.
I do too, but I'll support the Wolfpack. We'll have more coming up.